Alright, welcome back to As the Dead Sleeps, the Long Dark Challenge. We have visited one grave in Broken Railroad. We're currently in the maintenance shed. We've lost a heck of a lot of life. I slept through the night, ate some cattails, and drank some of my water. Now it is the morning of the next day. It is kind of cold in here because my clothing still isn't very good. So what we need to do, we need to start a fire so I can warm up. We need to do some things around this place. Maybe repair some clothing, see what we can find in this place that is worthwhile, like books for starting fires, etc. But before I really look around, I need a fire going because it's too cold in here just to hang out because my clothing is terrible. There is the forge, which is right there, but I don't want to use that because it's only got one burner spot. We're not doing any forging. Oh, a pry bar. Okay, we can use that to open some locked lockers. We're going to use this right here, the fire barrel. So let's use one of these books. You can see it's got an 80% chance to start the fire, which is better than sticks or firewood, but besides that chance to start the fire, they're not very good for fires. They're heavy, and they don't provide much more than a stick would in terms of the duration. So typically I carry around 1 or 2 for starting fires when my fire starting skill is low. Alright, let's put a couple of those on there for a good amount of warmth, and then some of this miscellaneous stuff. One of those for duration, and some sticks for it. That should be more than enough. Okay. Put this out. It still has a good amount of duration on it. Actually, we're going to need it to look around, aren't we? Water situation. We do need water. Okay, let's go ahead and make one full set of water there. As much as that'll make. It'll take about 2 hours. And we can craft some things. I want to look around first. So let's put the other one on here and make water from that as well. Take a torch. It's not very much duration. We'll just do what we can. Let's look in the truck. There's this container thing right here. Let's look in here. A whetstone? Oh, I don't need that. Okay, so we're going to have to drop some stuff that I'd ordinarily be taking. We have no use for a whetstone with this character. Ordinarily, they're very valuable. This character, totally worthless. Drop it on the ground. Another book. A piece of cloth. Should be a little drawer right there. And my torch is already almost gone. There is, inside this building, in one of these boxes, I think it's one of the boxes up there, there is an emergency stim, which we want. Alright, that's about to burn out. Give me another one. I'm not going to grab that right away, because well, I guess my warmth is max. Maybe this isn't now the time to do it. A jerry can, do I want that? That's basically accelerant for starting fires. Maybe I do want that. I don't have a lantern yet. But when I have one, we can refill it. Alright, what's the duration on here? That's got basically 2 hours, and that's got 4 hours left of duration. Alright, let's see if I can break this box. Get our first stim. See how long it'll take. Hour and a half. Well, alright. Gotta do it. Bam! I don't want the whetstone, but we do want the stim. Drop that. Alright, that's super important. The little can of water I was making would have boiled off, but that's not a huge deal. Okay. This is partway through the day. Depending on how much food we find, we might spend a whole day here, like, fixing up our stuff. Because we have a pretty good ways to walk before we will get to the next spot. Yeah, it boiled off. I still want to be looking around, though. Alright, so finish that. It's done. I'm going to start another set. And I guess yeah, I'm not going to bother with that little can. We'll come back in a few hours. Let's drink some water. Just a little bit. Continue looking around. Let's see, I looked up there. We looked over there. We've got daylight. We found our stim. There is a rope right there we don't want. Another whetstone. 3 whetstones. And I want none of them. It's ridiculous. Alright, nothing in there. I checked this one already. It's all empty. Okay. Just basically look all around. I think there might be a container back here. Let's just go ahead and double check. We have a good amount of walking to do before we would get to the next place that would... Oh, I guess I looked at that already. Coming in, maybe? We have a good way to go before we get to the next bed location. There's one of the caves we will go to might have a bed. I'm not sure. They've added beds to different caves for this challenge. Oh, pork and beans is food. That's good. So I'm not sure exactly where we will or won't find beds, but we don't have a guaranteed bed for quite a ways. Oh, a piece of coffee. Cup of coffee is great for extending our stamina. Pork and beans is also more calories. If I can find a few pieces of clothing in here, I will feel much better about our chances. And as I say that, I'm just noticing my hunger bar is getting quite low. So I need to do something about that soon. But I think we can finish looking around in here. I should have enough tinder from all the cattails. I don't need any more newspaper. Got 16. I've got, and plus 3 normal. Yeah, okay, that's actually more than I want. So we're gonna have to drop some of that. Grab that, grab that. Look through all the things. Grab this book. We'll probably take out of here, I don't know, two books maybe? So any of the books I don't end up wanting to take with me, we will just burn. No clothing though. Alright, well, we found some food. We found some things. Another book. Lantern fuel. Another book. Container. Let me eat these real quick so we don't lose any more health from being hungry. From this point out, we basically have to not take any more damage, at least for a while, until we get our health back up. And the health is not going to go up very often. Only when we find a stim. Which is like 1 per zone. We've got 1 now. We're going to find 1 more in the muskeg. And then the one in Mountain Town, I don't remember where it is. So we might not have that one, because I don't remember where it is. Maybe I'll remember along the way or something. Alright, not... Oh, hey buddy. How you doing? Not too good. Toilet. Toilet water, 0.44 gallons, pretty good. It's like 2 liters. Okay, so I didn't find any clothing really. So we probably do want to repair any clothing I do have. While we're here, there's a piece of cloth. I pretty much looked everywhere. A little bit more coal. And that's it. Okay, that's the whole building. Oh no, that's not true. There is one little extra area we haven't looked in. Let's go check on the water, how much time we have left. Probably about half done or so. 8 minutes till melt. Yeah, it's got like an hour left. That's got an hour. Let's put some more stuff on here. I don't need all these books. That's a lot of coal. Let's go ahead and just put some of that on there. So it's back up to 6 hours. We might spend the day here repairing things, because look at this. My clothing is in pretty poor shape. And due to the nature of the challenge, our items are going to degrade faster than normal when we're out and about. We're going to be out and about a lot. So I've got 2 things of food there, which, plus the cattails, it might be enough to get us through. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my water all the way, because we're not leaving for a while. Okay, let's go check the office, if I can remember which door it is. There's an outdoor kind of office place. We can just walk around the outside till I get to it if I go out the wrong door. Go ahead and crouch before we're going through the door. Yeah, okay, this is it. Pretty much, more or less, usually, typically safe from wolves in here. Although with the new animal mechanics and pathing, they could probably walk in here if they know you're around. Nothing on the shelves. I would really like some article of clothing. That's what I'm hoping to find. It's like a shower curtain for like a hospital. But I don't seem to be able to rip it open, rip it apart, or cloth. Nothing there. The lockers are typically one of your better chances for finding clothing. I found nothing. That's good. Great. Fantastic. Drawer. Okay. So, pretty much not much. Pretty much didn't get anything. Another book to burn. I suppose I haven't checked the trucks, but okay. Anyway, let's go back inside. What's going on here? And we need to figure out what we're doing, how much we're doing before we leave. Which will depend. It's a little bit of a balancing act. Because I don't have much in the way of food. And without a way to hunt animals, we don't have a good way to get more food aside from like scavenging things. Scavenge stuff, we have to go to new locations. So I've got 2 cans of pork and beans and 5 of those. If we were to leave here, we would have to get all the way at a minimum. I do have that coffee. We'd have to get all the way to that cave in the muskeg, which is kind of far. I would like to repair this and maybe this, and I don't have cured leather for that. I definitely need to not like have my jeans break, because these are the only pants I got. Alright, that's at least a little better. This is almost done. I also need to make some extra teas. And speaking of which, let's drop a few I've got made. Warm up. The weather outside doesn't sound very good. Okay, to repair this is 30 minutes. This could also be higher. A lot of this stuff could be better. I've only got 2 pieces of cloth left, though. We do need to make some extra teas. I need to craft some things. I can craft these while I'm cooking teas. So, okay, so let's cook a tea here. Do I have enough to make another one? No. Well, alright. Okay, let's prepare more mushrooms. And we're already halfway through the day. So I guess we're going to have to eat this food. Because I just don't have enough calories sitting around. I don't have a can opener, so we lose 28% of the food. But I also can't really wait around and wait for a can opener. This is all the food we got. 17% was lost. That's better, I guess. Alright, that's a little bit better. I don't know that we really have enough food to sit around, though. We've got that much of that. Old man's beard dressing. I don't have to have that right away. Because I've got this. Antiseptic. Yeah, I think we should probably leave. I think we need to go. So, let's cook another one of these. I repaired a little bit of my stuff. I'm going to keep this around for cloth. I still have... This is probably like way too many books. I guess the first place we stop to warm up, I'll burn most of the books and keep 1 or 2 behind. And besides that, I got tons of fire supplies. I can use this as accelerant. I don't think I can use that as accelerant. Maybe I can. I'll bring both of them. I'm under 68 pounds. Okay, that's almost done. Give me my cooking pot back. That's actually more water than I want to carry. So, because that's fairly heavy. Let's drop a little bit. Just to get our weight down a bit. Alright, is this done? It's done. Okay, pick up, and let's go through a look and see if I want to drop anything. I do have normal accelerant as well. We will use both of those, because we're going to have to stay warm from here on out. Got a couple teas and a couple more on the ground that are hot. Clothing is not great. I guess we should go ahead and just eat these. There's no reason not to go ahead and eat them now. Although, if we find a deer carcass, I will want an empty belly to eat the deer. So I don't have to carry around deer meat and get stinky. What we need now is more torches. That's what we need. Alright, so we can walk with a little bit of a warmth bonus. It will be a little bit faster leaving this zone than entering it because we won't have to detour around the broken railroad. These are all pretty good. And if I get a decent amount now, we won't have to worry about it again for a little while. That's pretty good. Alright, where are we at? That's good for now. Yeah, I think we've got like half the day left. I think we have to go, and what I'll probably do is I will heat up the coffee the next time we warm up. So that we can use that for a little bit of a stamina boost. I think I looked through everything. We found the stim. Let me do one thing here. Let me put this on the radio menu. And now we're leaving. We gotta get out of here. We got places to be. Hopefully it's not too windy for our torch. That would be unfortunate. Oh, okay. And hopefully we can get out of here without having to deal with more wolves. Let's look in here briefly at the, for food. Any food at this point would be handy, actually. Candy bars tend to spawn in these little glove boxes. Nope, alright. Alright, let's get out of here. There is one more truck, but we need to just go. We have to move. In order to scavenge more food, we have to find new places, so we have to go to the places, which means we can't stay here. And once we get back out of the muskeg, we should be able to find some more cattails at least. We're kind of starting the same way we started the first day, with half of the day, but mostly full stamina. Although I've got maybe 20% health, really bad. We really cannot afford to take any more freezing damage until we've used 2 or 3 stims to get our health back. And even then, want to avoid it as my clothing hopefully gets a little bit better here and there. If I was taking my time more, then I would have spent more time repairing clothing and that kind of stuff. But then, very early game, the food is always going to be an issue. So it's hard. It's a hard choice to decide what to do. I think this is about to burn out. Blow out, I mean. Alright, there it went. I do have about a dozen mushrooms. So if I really need to, I can just turn those into tea and drink them for the calories. Which is an option. There was not a wolf here the first time. Oh, is that a... What is that? Oh, that's a burnt-out campfire. It's too windy for... Like, if it was a deer or something, I couldn't make a fire anyway. We need to walk a little bit farther, and then remember to drink my other tea, and then I need to start looking immediately for a wind-protected place to make a fire to warm up. Because even with our warm tea bonus, we are still getting cold because of the wind. I guess I'll pick up some of these sticks. We're going to be making several fires. Mostly I need sticks for starting fires. Although we have books, we don't need that many sticks. Because I have a bunch of coal. Alright, let's go ahead and drink this other tea. That's fantastic weather. Alright. Now our heat totally filled up. Let's try to get... There's not really going to be a good spot for making a fire around here. So let's try to get out of here. This is where the rail line is broken, and we had to detour around. But when you're walking this direction, out of the zone, you can walk up this snowbank and drop down the other side. I think maybe before we leave this zone, we'll try to find a little recessed nook, like maybe back there. For making a fire. Not that one specifically, but something like that. Yeah, I think we can do it. I'm not super cold yet, but I think we're gonna need to do it for the warmth for the next section. Because I don't know if we'll find as good a spot for making a fire once we leave the zone. There's the waterfall we passed coming in. There's the tunnel up there, which ends the zone. Seems like the wind died. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so that'll make making a fire much more straightforward. Just looking out for wolves. We still have plenty of warmth. So I'm going to make a fire somewhere around here, close to the tunnel, I think. Once we get to the other side, we might have to worry about wolves, so it's probably best to do it here. Especially since the wind died. I'm resisting the urge to sprint, though, because we have a decent ways to go, and I don't want to use up more eyeball bar than I have to. Well, I think is there a backpack or something over here I didn't check coming through? Let me grab this stick, even though I don't need it. I shouldn't pick it up. It's old habits. Bing bong, bing bong. Ba-ding. Okay, let's make a fire, like right here. See if I can do it. Let's try this. Use the book. Go ahead and use that. Get it done quick. I guess if you have accelerant, you don't need to use... And I'm going to put one of those, and we got to get rid of these books. So I'm going to get rid of that, and that. Okay, and then we need to drop that, and also drop that for extra eyeball plus warmth. I don't need more water, so while those are heating up, it would be faster to heat them up there, but they might burn. I'm going to prepare the next set by chopping up these mushrooms. And to make sure we can keep replace... Oh, did it blow out? It did. Okay, never mind, we gotta go. See what I mean about keeping your... See, I've been drinking too much normal water. I should have been not doing that. Actually... The wind died down again. I'm gonna do a little gamble here and try to take a torch out of here into the next zone. Maybe the wind won't be as bad. And if it does blow it out, who cares? Oh yeah, no wind. Awesome. Okay, so... I don't want to walk up that hill, because there might be wolves, but we're going generally in this direction. We're headed next to Hushed River Valley. To get the... Yep, okay, yeah. To get there, we have to go through Mountain Town. I need to go kind of off in this direction. I need to scare this dog first. Gonna make a fire, gonna throw a torch at his face, then we'll be on our way. I made sure to circle around this way so that when he runs away scared, he should run in the opposite direction, or a different direction than I want to go anyway. Hey, stay over there. Oh, the wind picked up, dang. There we go. Okay, a blizzard. That's fantastic. So what that means is I have to rush because I won't be able to make a fire there. And the dog sort of ran in that direction, so I need to get past him. So we're going to sprint a bit over in this direction. I'll pick up some extra mushrooms. These are extra calories. I have no food, really, except for teas. Let me look to see if I can spot him. And we have to make some decisions here. What's more important, warmth or food? Typically it's warmth. But I have no food, so we need both. I still have 9 sticks. I've got more tinder than I need. I need to check into that. I think there's a wolf over there as well. I think I saw him. It was either that or it was a stump. No, there's definitely a wolf there. Okay. So basically, what needs to happen now, we need to get up on this shelf. And to do that, we sort of have to walk around the bottom. Over to the right side. That's great. Alright. I do not want to use this flare. So I'm going to try to just keep my distance. As long as I don't stop, I should be able to kite this dog. The only problem, of course, is my warmth, which is continuing to decline. I need to drink my coffee in a second here before it cools down. I would like to get these mushrooms for calories, but I don't really have time. I would also like to go closer to the ice to get cattails, but I also don't have time for that. Once I get to, like, this tree here, I gotta stop and drink my coffee. I can probably drink it from my radio menu. There we go. All right, keep going. That's gonna give me a stamina boost. So I guess I will sprint a bit. I think we'll probably be able to make it to the ice stream. We walk uphill that, and then that'll take us to a cave where we will not have to worry about dogs. And it should also be, I don't know if it's going to be warm enough. It'll be close to warm enough. Might be able to grab these occasionally. I would really like to... There's the stream. Okay, so we're not that far from the cave. If I could get some cattails, that would be fantastic. We may have lost him. He may have gotten distracted or something. I don't see him or hear him. Okay, so one thing I don't want to do is take any more damage. And when my heat buff wears off, we're going to start getting cold super fast. So I got to be sure we make our way uphill. I would like more cattails, but I think getting out of the cold is more important right this second. If we can get into the basin and then up into Mountain Town, there should be plenty of opportunities for food scavenging. There's a waterfall. Right by that waterfall is a cave, which is where we're headed. Maybe we can even find some food in the cave, would be nice. There's usually wolves around here. Just keeping my eyes peeled. Oh, cattails, okay. Grab a few cattails, get in the cave. My warmth bonus is going to wear off in just a moment, I'm sure. Waterfall, okay. We made it. Still have half my warmth. Although, it might not be warm enough in here. It's right around the point of freezing. So if I use a torch, that should be warm enough to not freeze to death. I'm going to eat a couple of these, just to get my food meter bar thingy to about half. That's good. And this water, I mostly want to turn that into teas and not drink it normally. Okay, here we go. So, this cave is going to pop us out up on that shelf that we were walking beneath, I guess. You don't have to take a cave to get to that. You can sort of just walk up the rock to get over to that side. But since it is cold and windy, I would prefer to go through the cave. We might pick up a few pieces of coal. What I'd really like to find is a few pieces of food. Some beef jerky or canned food or whatever would be real nice. Okay. This way, I guess. Mostly just coal so far. Some sticks, I guess. Torch is almost done. I probably don't need sticks, do I? Let's take a look here. I can drop these for sure. I've got 19 of these. I don't need that many. Let's drop down to about 10. Yeah, I don't need sticks. I've got a ton of fire supplies. I will pick up the coal because it's so good for warmth, and we can just use that whenever we need warmth. We can just dump 3 pieces of coal or so. I think we need to go up that way. I'm gonna go glance at this and see if there's some food I can scavenge. Because that looked like a backpack, but it's a rock. Alright, never mind. Okay, so the sun is setting. I have not seen a bed in here. So here's the situation. We are about to... There's all this... That's the stuff I dropped. We're going to pop out onto the shelf of the basin. Or whatever, this upper area of Forlorn Muskeg, then we're going to climb up to the basin, which is like a frozen lake. I don't think there's any beds there. We're going to have to climb up a rope, and we'll use a stim to climb up the rope, because I'm going to be out of energy by the end of the day. We got to climb up 2 ropes, and at the top of that, there will be like a farmhouse, and guess what? That farmhouse, it's locked, so we have to get the key to open the farmhouse. We got to do all that before I find a house with a bed. And we've only got a few hours before sunset, so we're gonna have to try to see if we can stretch. Oh, okay, there's the end of the cave. We'll also need to make a fire to heat some teas. There's the roots we gotta climb to get up to the basin, but first we gotta walk around here. There's no wind, that's fantastic. Mushrooms over there. There's... maybe I'll use this campfire. That's not why I came over here. The reason I came here is for the other emergency stim. My torch's about to burn out. Alright, let's make a fire. Start a fire. Let's use an accelerant. Let's use this one that's heavier. I think it's heavier. Maybe it's not. While I have it. Alright, put this torch out. It's got a decent duration left. And I'm going to add like 3 pieces of coal just because I can. Do I have like extra books? What I got? I do have accelerant, so I don't need that many books. While I've got accelerant. Yeah, so let's get rid of both the books. 4 hours we don't necessarily need. We do need to warm up some teas. Oh, am I down to 1? Okay, we need to make some. Drop that. There. An extra book. Sardines. That's food. What's the percent? 78. Yum yum. Let's have it. Okay, let's chop one of those. And we need to be sure to make the tea as soon as possible because the fire might blow out at any moment. Let's get... Do I have 2 cans? I shouldn't. I should only be carrying 1, but I guess I have 2. Cook those. I saw extra mushrooms over here. There is a 3rd type of tea I should mention. Well, I guess a 4th type of tea if you count herbal tea. There's an extra type of tea that I have not been trying to craft, which is made with birch bark. That type of tea will actually heal your health in a normal game, and it is disabled for this game, so that's why I'm not making those. Just put that over there. That's hot. That's almost ready. These are empty. Crouch down. Look at our stuff. I still don't have a hat. My gloves are in pretty poor shape, although I got backups. Maybe these are actually better. Oh yeah, they're way better. Okay. So, and these take leather, so let's just go ahead and leave those behind. It's going to be hard to find leather. And we need to just keep going, right? I can't really hang around. 62 pounds. Just looking through my stuff real quick. Well, I'll grab some extra torches and then we'll leave. I've got 1 extra tea. Okay, so I've got 4 teas now? No, I've got 3 teas. So next time I stop someplace, I'm going to leave this can here. Next time we stop someplace, I'm going to have to chop up some more. That's got 23 minutes till it burns. This is... That one's not good enough. Give me good ones. Come on, I got 4 hours. No, actually, that one's okay. Come back. Okay. Put it out. One more. No. Alright. Drink. I only want 1 can and 1 pot. There we go. We're getting super duper warm. 1 can, 1 pot. Lots of torches and accelerant. Hooray. Okay, grab this. We're on our way. We've got 2 stims, which means I have a theoretical 30% health gain whenever I end up using them. Of course, I have to not die before using them, which can totally happen if you are taken by surprise. I need to try to save them, though, so we can use them in certain places where we really need the stamina. Where are my roots at? You gotta start way down in the bottom. It's really weird. You gotta, like, lay down on your belly to climb these rocks. I don't know why it's like that. I think probably what happened is they made 1 set. Is my torch, like... Oh, I see it there. It's like phased through the ground. They made 1 set of these rocks, and they just sort of insert them into the snow. So, like, this one, maybe it will look a little bit more normal. Like, I started a normal spot. But they only made 1 set of animations, so depending on where they were inserted into the snow, it might look really weird. Where'd my torch go? Alright, whatever. Just gonna light another one. I want the warmth bonus. Alright, we have left Forlorn Muskeg. We've now been to 3 zones. We started Bleak Inlet, we went to the Forlorn Muskeg, then we went to Broken Railroad, then we backtracked to Forlorn Muskeg. Now we are in Mountain Town. We are in the Mountain Town Basin. And we have to go over there, climb up some really, really tall ropes. And at the top of that will be a cabin with a bed. If we don't make it there, we're dead. Pretty much. Unless I find a bed somewhere, I don't think we will. There is a cave over there. What I'm really looking for here is cattails. I need to look out for wolves as well. I would like more cattails. More calories is good. Okay. There is going to be some, like, broken down little burnt out hut thing over here. I'm going to walk up the very steep part of this hill so I can look down over the other side. So we don't run into some wolves. Okay, maybe that was unnecessary. I don't see any wolves. That's good. There's actually a little spot we can make a... I think there's like a little furnace in here. Or it should be sheltered from the wind one way or the other. And we might be able to scavenge some stuff. I've been looking for cattails. I haven't seen a single one. The sapling there we don't have a use for. This ice does not break, by the way, so you don't have to worry about falling through it. I think I just saw a wolf over there. I need to switch this torch in a second. I haven't drunk my other tea because we might make a fire right here. Oh, here's more. Here's some rose hips. We can make rose hip tea. I guess we can burn through. There is a. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Oh, there's food there. Let's start a new torch. I didn't heat my tea. We're just gonna make another fire real quick. Since we have the option here. Continue using accelerant. Yeah, oh, the camera's freaking out. I will put like a few pieces of coal and some of this reclaimed wood in there. More mitts. That's part of the building, I think, there. Oh, there's a deer. Ooh, that deer could be worth a lot of calories. I might want to move my fire. After we finish looking around this little spot here, that's firewood. Alright, let's grab the rose hips. I've got 19 mushrooms. Or I'm gonna grab one more, so that's 10 teacups. 1,000 calories. We're gonna go over to that deer, I think. And saw off the meat, but I'm thinking about not cooking the meat right away, because it's gonna take too long. It's gonna take an hour. And we need to keep moving. There's more cattails. With my hacksaw, I can saw it off pretty fast. Okay, so let me look here real quick. I want to keep it around 10 of those. We don't need the book while I've got accelerant. How much of that do we have left? Not a ton. Alright, I'm going to leave that much there. If it gets blown out, we can always come back. And I don't need that many torches. I gotta try to get this meat off this deer, because we are kind of hurting for food sources. And then we need to try to get to the rope and get up the rope. I suppose maybe I have enough... I might have enough time to cook the deer meat. We're not that far from the rope. As long as the wind doesn't kick up. If the wind kicks up, we have to leave. Maybe we'll try to cook it here and just eat it before I leave, so it doesn't weigh us down or make us smelly. Use that accelerant. Okay, get rid of the torch. Add fuel. Okay, that's mostly for temperature, by the way. Not for the heat. For the heat, I really just need like 2. Yeah, we're right by the rope, and I'm going to use a stem to get up the rope. I think I'm going to do it this way. Could be a mistake. Hard to say. We're sitting by the fire. I need to chop up mushrooms and rose hips. I've got enough water at the moment. Go to this menu. Yeah, I got enough water. Okay, eat that. I guess it gives me a moment to chop up mushrooms while we have to wait for that anyway. And we can look over a few things. I got enough torches. We're going to be climbing the rope. We'll deal with clothing once we get to the cabin. Yeah, okay, let's, we want bed rose hips. If I get attacked, we're probably just going to instantly die, so there's no point in making the old man's beard, I don't think. We are going to need to cook some tea as soon as it's done. It's almost done. And I think, since it's just going to transform my water, I think we're going to make new teas. It's not going to really add much weight. Maybe it even reduces weight, not sure. Then I can eat that. Oh, that feels better. Oh, look at that food gauge fill up. Oh, that's so much better. I'm almost exhausted, but we're going to be taking a stim to go up the rope anyway. So let's finish these. Drink that to warm up. Grab my pot. Grab... Whoops, was that finished? It was not finished, but I'm not... dang. Alright, crap. I just decided we're going to make an extra tea. Whoops. My bad. This thing, the big pot, it cooks faster. So I was a little bit unprepared for that to be... Alright, that one finished. Pick up. Give me a torch. Give me a better one. Alright, let's go. Very close to exhausted. When we get to the rope, we're going to stem up the rope. Then we're going to be exhausted at the top of the rope. And then we walk basically to a cabin. We got to find the key and get in the cabin. And at that point, we can go to sleep. And hopefully have more health than I started with. I do want... We need all these cattails. I need the food. I can't walk by these. And it's getting dark. I wanted to eat that food before going up the rope, not just because of the weight, but because it would make us stinky to carry cooked food on us, cooked meat, that would attract wolves from a greater distance, which could be bad news. I've managed to avoid getting attacked so far, but I won't always be so lucky. Especially if I'm stinky, and they approach and I'm not aware of it. Hopefully there's no aurora tonight, which makes the wolves go haywire. Okay, so once that eyeball just turned red, we're going to lose 1% per hour. But that is much more forgiving than being freezing. Hopefully I can walk to the base of the rope before taking the second one. The second tea that I heated up. Hopefully it'll still be warm. Hopefully also we don't run into any wolves. Almost there. We gotta walk right up to that spot right there. We're probably in the clear for wolves. Let's go ahead and switch my... do this. Yeah, I think I'll drink the other tea here. You can see the, it showed it was warm with like orange text. Refresh the warming up. All those sticks, my instincts say to pick them up. I'm not gonna do it. Our overall weight is 55, so once I take the stim, we'll be able to climb, because I'm not too heavy. I don't think it extends your max carry capacity more than normal, but you have to be underneath your normal max. Alright, here we go. Upwards we go. Boom! Alright, gain some health back. And we've got unlimited energy for a short amount of time. When it runs out, we will be totally exhausted, so we have to be at the top of the rope, or top of the, you know, the set of ropes by the end of that. There's a cave there, but we don't have time to stop because this little stim bonus is only going to last so long. Maybe I should sprint up here, actually. Grab it, please. Thank you. Hopefully I can make it up here in time. If we have to stop, we can stop on that ledge right there to my right. I'm going to keep going, though. You can fall from these ropes if you're climbing up and you're out of energy, but usually, even if you're totally out of energy, if you're going down, you won't immediately fall. Are we going to make it? We made it. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Almost there. Now we got to get to the cabin. It just... wow. Okay, that was just barely enough. So now I'm moving slower because I'm exhausted. We're not far from the cabin. I'm not freezing yet, which is good. The important thing. I think we're going to have a net bonus, or net positive in terms of our temperature gain, or health gain. And we have one extra stim now, which we are going to... I guess we're going to have to save that for another rope. Depending. We may not need it for the rope. We may use it for sprinting or something like that. But we have an extra one now, which is an additional 15% to our health. My main priority is just getting into this cabin and getting to the bed. So we stop losing health. But it's only 1% per hour, so it's not going to be a massive drop as if we were freezing. I'm going around this way to try to avoid any wolves in the area, and then we can get up here onto this hill and look down, see if we spot any to avoid. Yeah, okay, there's one. Unfortunately, we have to find a key to get into this house. And it's typically... Hey, start me a fire. It's typically in this little truck here, which is right where the dog was. And his eyes are sparkling, which is bad news. Alright, so I gotta try to circle around. See if I can find the key. I was gonna try to make a fire, but it wasn't happening. Okay, truck. You got a key for me? No. It has a few locations it can spawn. That's one of them. Another one might be the tractor. I think there's maybe 3 locations. I don't remember what the other location is. I think the dog lost it. Oh, no, he's there. Never mind. Oh, and my... Oh, this is not good. Too windy. Oh, that's not good. Okay, get in here quickly. I can't sprint. Is the key in here? I don't see it. The dog is right there. Is he walking away? He doesn't seem like he's stalking me. Are you walking away or over? You walking away? I think he's walking away. Okay. Okay, so we still need to find the key. And I don't know where it is. The locations I know to check, it was not there. We have a little bit of time before I start to freeze. Cured leather? Alright, whatever. Okay, I need to stop picking up stuff. Okay, so the only other thing I can think of is to look around the actual house. It's possible, because it's dark, I just could... Oh, okay. It's possible because it's dark, I just couldn't see it. I think he was kind of walking over here. I don't know if he could see me or not. No, okay, he can't see me. Alright, let's look around the edges of the house real quick. I might just die here if I can't figure out how to get inside this house. Oh, I found it! Okay, we found the key. No, don't do that. Close one. So apparently that's the 3rd location. The body around the backside. Bam! Just as I started to freeze. Go inside. No, don't. Oh, was I trying to light it? Okay. Now you can light it so I can see. First thing we need to do is just go to bed. There's a thingy there. What's the temperature in here? 36? Which means 31. Yeah, that's good enough. I got food in that. Alright, let's sleep for like 2 hours. Wow, we made it. That was a narrowly done thing. Hooray. We have survived 2 days and a half. It's the middle of the night. There's stuff to look around for. One thing I can do in the middle of the night is chop up mushrooms, which I think I may do that now just to get some out of the way, and the rose hips. Just to get a little bit of a stockpile stored up. So that'll be 4 extra teas I just made. Maybe that's good enough for now. How long does this take? 15 minutes. That's not so bad. Alright, let me make sure we don't... There's a good amount of cattails there. Alright, I think we're definitely... Things are improving. I've got a little bit more food than I had. I'll try to not eat this can of dog food until I manage... Maybe I'll find a can opener. We'll drink a bit of water. I'm just going to fill that up because we're going back to bed in a second. Yeah, I don't think we're going to lose any more health here. So if I make 2 of these, I can drop that antiseptic, which does the same thing, but it's heavier. So I have 2 of those now. I can get rid of that. And now we'll just go back to bed for 4 or 5 more hours. My clothing is almost good enough to be warm in this place, but not quite. Okay, things are looking a little better. Let's sleep for... We want to look around and then leave, but I will need a decent amount of energy. So I think we're going to basically sleep until we're rested. I should have drank water. I don't want to lose random bits of percentage because I forget to drink water. Okay, we did not. Okay, that's fairly close. We can look around. If I feel like I want to take a snooze, we can do that. Or we can take a snooze part way. There's a hoodie. I found there was something else on top of the bed. So we at least have some clothing options that we didn't have a minute ago. I think there's a toilet in here too. We can get some toilet water. So I don't have to make water, which saves time. Accelerant. I think I used up all, but I think I had 1 extra. Yeah, okay, so we're almost out of accelerant, so I'm going to pick up like 2 books for starting fires. Okay, so I'm not going to pick that one up. And also want to check on... I've got 9 pieces of tinder left. 13 coal. Yeah, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Except for my clothing. My clothing's not in good shape. Maybe we can work on it here in a second. After we scavenge all the things. There's a container. If I had a hatchet, there's a lot of spare wood in this place in the rafters that you can cut up. For a normal character. But for this character, I don't care. I just need enough coal to keep walking. There's the toilet, half a gallon of toilet water. There's a flare, that's good. I was out of flares. Flares are a way to keep a wolf at bay when it is super windy and you can't have a normal torch. Okay, a lot of books. But we're not going to make any more fires here. Well, we might make one to warm up some teas, but besides that, we're not making fires. We're just going to get a move on. The day is half over again, and we've got most of our... This seems to happen each day. Where we end up not having the whole day to move. But if you're sprinting, then we'll end up using it up one way or the other. Right, there's a candy bar. There's a cooking pot there I'm not going to take. This is one of the few locations in the game with a 6-burner stove. But I don't really care, because that's not really important for this character. Ordinarily, it's amazing. Being able to cook 6 things at once. Right, almost out of things to look through. Soda, crackers, peaches. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Dusting, sulfur, we don't need. Heavy hammer. So a heavy hammer is really good for breaking boxes and furniture and stuff. And it's good for getting animals off you, so I think I'll carry it around as it's the best defense for getting a wolf off of you fast in the game. Best weapon to use for that. It does not kill the wolf because they will not bleed out. It doesn't cut them. So if your goal is to kill the wolf and take their hides and make clothing and stuff, it's not great. Oh, stop. My water bar's full. Okay, let's look at the clothing. This is better than that. Down to 1 pair of socks. Need to repair that. 48%. And how much cloth do I have? 1. This place has Venetian blinds, not normal cloth. So we'll try to get a little bit of cloth here and repair some clothing that's falling apart. Unlike the previous trip we took, we will have a place we can stop that will have a bed. If we don't make it all the way to Hush River Valley today, and yeah, maybe that's a bit too much to ask, because we not only have to go into Hush River Valley, we have to exit Hush River Valley, because we won't have anywhere to sleep there either. So we might walk up to the church next and sleep there. If we're going to do that... Oh, here's a curtain. We might also go to the main house in Milton and look around there, see what we can find. That's down to 30%. What did I... Oh, I found windbreakers. I've got 2 windbreakers. This has a wind chill protection of 3. That's got 3.5, 4.3. Okay, wear that. Put that on underneath. Really, you want this on the outside, but I just don't have very good options right now. Okay, we'll replace this with that. I'm going to drop these extra gloves now that I have some cloth. These are better. Okay, so I'm going to drop that. I was thinking about harvesting it. This you can get 2 pieces from. But we're going to be among buildings where I can just rip up curtains, so I'm not going to bother. Drop that and that. Clothing's still pretty bad. Yeah, it's probably worthwhile to go up to the main building, see if we can find more clothing there. Which means I do want to heat up teas real quick, and then we got to leave. Yeah, let's do that. It's not that far. But without the heated up teas, we will lose our heat much faster. Since we're indoors, I'm just going to use the book and not waste my last accelerant. The next house we're going to also has 6 burners. Start fire. Almost there. All right. Okay, cook some new teas. Put some duration on that. Reclaim good. Wood is good. Reclaim wood is good. We've got 3 torches. We want to get more. Okay, food bar. Don't have a can opener. I can try to eat this and hopefully not get food poisoning. Okay, I want to save the soda. Maybe I'll just have a few of these. We have a decent amount of food now, which is good. I got plenty of water. We're making teas. I could use some more torches. Did I pick up a hook? Get rid of that. I don't need that. Sewing kit is almost done. Yeah, I guess I'll keep that leather around. Might use it. So I got 10 cloth now. It's pretty good. We got 3 extra teas besides the 2 I'm about to drink. This one's done. Okay, so now I just want to take torches out of here. Put this reclaimed wood in here. Get torches out. Try to get some good ones. Nope, not happening. Okay. Drink that. Pick up the pot. Grab that one. Pick up the can. Grab a torch. And we're out of here. I'm sure the house will be fine. Yeah, it's no problem. We'll also be able to hopefully find a few more cattails in this next little section. Starting out this challenge, the food is a big issue, but once you have traveled a bit and scavenged a bit, it becomes less of an issue. It becomes more about not getting attacked, not freezing in the blizzard. It's very bright with this torch. Snow blindness is not a thing in the game. So if I was just going straight up to the church, I would walk up that way. But I want to hopefully find some better clothing. So we are going to go up to the town by following this road right here. There's a little street. Maybe there's cattails over there, but I don't want a detour. And that might be a dead deer there. Those crows are flying over. I don't want to stop to scoop meat. It's not as big of an emergency now that I have a decent amount of food. This town is pretty notorious for wolf attacks. It's hard to see where they are with all the buildings. But hopefully, ideally, we won't be in this town for very long. I'm not going to search all the various random side buildings. We're going to go into the one building, look around, and then walk up to the church. I don't think I need to drink my other tea yet. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I think I heard wolves there. Yeah, those are definitely wolves, okay. They are not happy. House we're going to is right over there. There is a little pond here, which will have cattails. I'm pretty good on mushrooms at the moment, so I'm going to skip those. It's super bright out with the torch, but I want the torch for the warmth bonus more than anything, really. I suppose this is sort of backtracking, since we are going to be headed this way when we leave the zone, so maybe this is less efficient doing it this way, I don't know. We're going to be, once we go to HRV and come back down, we're going to walk over that way to head over to Mystery Lake. But all these cattails can't resist. Can't resist. We've been in the game, I think, about 3 days at this point. We should be pretty close to getting our well-fed buff, which will help our carry capacity and our movement speed. There's rose hips there. I'm going to leave those. See if I spot any wolves here. I'm about to be... You know, I think I'm going to let this torch burn out, because we're about to be inside that house right there. Check the trunk. Okay. I heard wolves off in that direction. And we made it inside. All right. So, let's look around. I don't want to spend too much time here. There's a lantern. Lanterns are kind of heavy. but they don't blow out in a stiff breeze. So that could be useful for maintaining the little bit of a warmth bonus if the wind picks up. Hey, a hat! Look at that. It's made of cotton, which is not great, but I gotta take what I can get. There's also, there's extra curtains here. I definitely don't want to sleep here, so we just want to look around real quick. See what we can find. I'm looking for clothing more than anything else. Alright, we'll take that sewing kit. My sewing kit's about to break. Alright. Nothing. I may or may not take some more cloth from this building. I'm going to check here in a second how much I have. Probably overburdened on... I've got 10. Yeah, let's just... I don't need to carry any more than that. Yeah, now I have too much water, probably. Nothing there. Blah, blah, blah. Open sesame. Pair of gloves. I think mine are better than that. Hoodie might be okay. Yeah, mine were 96. That's 96. Wow. Alright. Okay, so drop that one. I guess it is better to just find stuff that's higher quality, then I don't have to repair anything. Have enough cloth. Okay, so that's all of the upstairs. We can check the kitchen, and then we'll be done here. Go over our stuff real quick before we exit the door. Probably don't need to heat a tea to go up to the church, although I don't know if I can make a fire inside the church. I suppose we are probably going to be sleeping in the church, given the time of day. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. Hopefully it's warm enough inside that church that I won't freeze to death. My clothing's a little bit better than it was. Still don't have a can opener, so we'll probably just go ahead and eat the canned food before going to bed tonight. Search the fridge, and I think we're done. Okay, that's it. Okay. Alright, so let's look through our stuff. I'm wearing all that. Not great, but we gotta make do with what we got. I don't need that many of those. I'll drop down to about 10. We're gonna be finding more cattails coming up anyway, which is a steady supply of extra tinder. One book. If I could find an extra book, I would pick it up maybe. I got the one stim. 4 teas, I can make 2 more. 2 bandages. Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. This is actually too much water. Just having like a gallon is fine. Plus, I already have all the teas as well. We got that, and that. Alright, I think I can get up to that church without heating a tea. So let's attempt to do that. Depending... yeah. Alright. Wow, he spotted us right away. There's an extra book. There, I came back for the book. Alright, if I hang on here for a second, I will walk back outside crouched, and then we have to, I guess, go around him. He's probably reset by now. think I hear a wolf. Spider sense is tingling. Yep. I'm going back inside before I get attacked. That's why this town is dangerous. You can't see things creeping up on you. I really want to get to that church. It probably, you know, it's probably a good idea just to not even come up to this house at all. Just to go straight to the church around the backside. Oh, I think I'll repair this. And then we'll try again. Maybe that'll be long enough he will have gone away. 86%. Alright, let's try again. Am I crouched? I'm crouched. I'm mostly listening. I'm not really looking for the wolf. I'm listening for the wolf. Let's crouch our way up here. If I can spot him, I can maybe try to get around him. Alright, I'll see him. Let's go. There's a waterfall that you can hear. There is a stream beneath this bridge, and there's cattails there, but I got enough calories now. I'm not worried about calories so much anymore. I will continue to pick up food, but we don't have to go out of our way to find it. Right up here is a potential moose spawn. I think it's a moose, not a bear. I think, like, up here, there's a moose spawn. Just have to keep an eye out. And our destination's right there, that church. There is an additional trailer up the hill a bit, but it does not have a bed, I don't think. At least not ordinarily, and I don't have a bedroll. So we will have to sleep in this church. Hopefully it's not too cold. If it is, I don't know, we have to make a decision then. Based on what's happening, dude. There's also a pond back there with cattails. There's cattails all over the place now. Box of matches. Okay, that's not bad. Check the glove box. Nothing. Okay, so we're gonna sleep here unless the very rare chance that I find a bedroll in the church, I will walk a bit farther. If I find a bedroll in the church, I will probably just go straight up to the cave. Heard a wolf there. Candy bar, there we go. Alright, let's go inside. These graves don't count, by the way. These are just normal graves. There's a little bed here. The warmth bonus on it is not great. Feels like 34 at the moment. Mag lens, huh? Alright. Do I have a use for a mag lens with this character? I don't think so. Probably just dead weight. Strange as it seems. Okay, so we're gonna sleep right there. For the first time, we've gotten to our finishing spot with a little bit extra time and energy, so I think what we want to do... I'm going to drink this soda first. We're going to do some repairs and that kind of thing. After I eat some of this. I didn't find a can opener yet, so we're just going to go ahead and eat this stuff. I'm not going to wait any longer. Now that I've got 25 cattails and a box of crackers. 33% loss. That's pretty bad, but oh well. Okay. Oh, we got our well-fed bonus. Nice. Okay, so fire supplies looking fantastic. There's no situation where I'm gonna need that. Maybe, yeah, no situation. So I'm actually gonna drop the mag lens, which feels super bad. I need to repair this hat. It's the only hat I have. Need to do my repairing while the sunlight lasts, and then I can chop up mushrooms in the dark. Maybe the jeans again. All right. This is about to break. I don't think I'm gonna fill up my lantern. I think I can use that as accelerant, even though it's the one in the big container. You definitely can. I'm not sure about that one. Does it say on there? No. That's all fine. Okay, so the sunlight is about to run out. I think I will repair these just to top them off, since I've got a little bit extra sunlight. Okay, then I will chop these. Sprain risk. Oh no, I'm chopping too many mushrooms. Yeah, another thing I might do, I wonder if I can craft bandages in the dark. Would be nice to have a few more. Looks like I can. Alright, I'm gonna make... How long does that take? 10 minutes? I'm making an extra set. Having those to rapid fire cure some sprains is going to be useful anyway. Okay. So, I've got 6 bandages. I got 2 Old Man Beard. We can make 8 more teas there. I think now we just sleep for the night. Let's go and eat that. The risky one. Eat a few more of these. Fill up on water and go to bed. And then we've got we got to walk up the hill tomorrow and get into HRV Hushed River Valley, which has the objective, our second grave. All right, drink some water, go back to bed. Seems to be warm enough now. Clothing has gotten a little bit better. Good enough that I don't have to worry about being cold indoors anymore. Seems like. My clothing is still terrible, don't get me wrong. It could be way better. But it'll do for now. Actually, don't drink anymore. I'm going to want to heat some teas once we wake up. That should be about it for the sleeping. I cannot make a fire in here. So I'm going to have to make teas somewhere else outside. There we go. Alright, so we got like 0.7 of that left. 23 cattails. 4 teas already made, and I can make an additional 8 more. We are in business. The sun should be up. Let's go ahead and leave. See what it looks like outside if it's windy. Not windy. Okay. Alright, off we go. That's a rock. Oh my gosh, scared me for a second. Thought it might have been a doggy. We're gonna come right back down this hill after we're done, so... Technically, I could get this on the way back, I guess. Although, if we come back down, we might take a different route if I want to go straight for the exit. We'll see. I gotta think about that after we achieve our next objective. Oh, I'm getting cold real fast. Okay, we want to make a fire. So I'm gonna walk up by these rocks. I do not want to lose more health. It's not windy. How about this? Looks good. All right. It's not windy, so I won't use accelerant. Or it's not an emergency. We have a little bit of leeway. If I was in a rush to get the fire going, I would use that, but I'll try to save it for a worse circumstance when I'm closer to freezing. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and put that out. I might use it again. Get the warmth going first. Make a cup of teas. I'll make some new teas. Because it's just going to take my water and turn it into tea. So the weight difference won't be much. There's the warmth. Oh, great. Okay. Fantastic. Don't blow this out. Oh, it did. Okay, we have to try to... 9 minutes, 8 minutes. This one will maybe be done in time. If the wind shifts, I might be able to put an extra stick in here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to drink my hot tea and leave, basically. No, I think we'll be able to do it. I just won't be able to run with the torch, obviously, but that's okay. Okay, this one's done. I want to wait for this one to be done so I can cook this one and take that one. Or drink this one, take that one. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go. We gotta run uphill. And then we need to find the next little location, which is a trailer. Where I also will not be able to make a fire. Basically, this right there, that's the left side of the zone. And if I hug that wall, I should run into the next spot. I think. I saw that, the planking there. Yeah, here it is right here. Yeah, it was fast. There's that. Okay, go inside. Oh, there's a fire barrel right there. I just saw that. Unfortunately, with the wind blowing, I can't light it without using a flare, which I don't want to. But if I drink the hot tea in here, my temperature is going to increase pretty fast. Oh, soda, that's good. Soda is food and water at the same time. Oh, there is a bed here. We could have walked up here last night. Oh, I didn't realize. I wasn't sure if there would be a bed in this trailer. I would have preferred to do that. Oh well. Okay, so... Let's go ahead and drink this hot tea and run to the cave. Which should warm me up pretty good. There we go. And now we have to try to sprint to the cave location and not get lost. And we gotta go kind of this way. And I need to go sort of uphill. I don't want to stick to this road. We might run right by it, which would not be good. It's going to be up the hill, more or less. But obviously my visibility is not good. Tree limbs, huh? Keep going uphill. When you hit a wall, kind of go to the right. And that's it right here. Here we go. Found it. Easy. Easy game. All right, about to enter. Well, we have to go through this cave, but we're about to be in the next zone. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the torch. I can always save the lantern as backup for when I need that outside. Not about using the lantern. Grab coal. One thing I'm not really sure about is if I want to wander into Hush River Valley with a full-blown blizzard blowing. Hush River Valley is the only zone in the game that has 0 man-made buildings in it. It is only wild locations. It's got waterfalls and caves and valleys and stuff like that. But it doesn't have any buildings. So it can be fairly easy to get lost. Was that fur? Let's go ahead and drop that. I got enough coal. I don't need to be picking up fur. Or reclaimed wood, even. Unless I'm right about to make a fire. Let's see, a piece of coal. Another piece of coal. Although, if if I'm in Hush River Valley and there's a blizzard, as long as I can manage to avoid getting lost. One good thing is that no wolves, no bears. So maybe it would be advisable to run through there. It might destroy my clothing. I don't know. It's a gamble. Decision. Here's the exit. So I'm gonna make a fire right about here. Let's swap the torch. One way or the other, I need to heat some teas. That started. Thankfully, we don't have to go too far into Hush River Valley to find our grave, but getting back out will take a little bit longer because we're going to like walk down a slope that we can't walk back up. Okay, so let's put, I got a lot of coal, so let's just put like 4 on there. 25 sticks, I don't need that many sticks. We will take some of this duration back out with torches we're going to grab. What was I thinking about? Alright, so I've got 4 of those. That much water. Yeah, I guess we'll make extra teas again. It's basically the same weight. It just transforms it from the water and the chopped mushroom to the tea. And then once we have a stockpile of teas, all we have to do when we stop to make a fire is just warm them up. I'm not going to be thirsty enough, but can't really do much about that. grab the nice ones. The only problem with the weather being bad, it's going to be real hard for me to stop to warm up. It is a gamble. I don't have a bedroll, so I can't just like sleep in this cave forever. I could always retreat back down the hill to that trailer, but I really don't want to do that. I want to keep moving forward. A lot of burning torches over there. How many I have? Okay, that's actually probably fine. Let's eat some food. So I don't have to think about it for a little while. I'll just basically fill up most of the way. Alright, that's probably fine. Drink one, pick up one, and let's go. If it looks too bad on the other side, I can just turn right around immediately. And that's got like 2 hours left on it, so... Well, if we turn around, it'll still be going. Okay. Decisions. I guess I'm doing it. I'm running. Oh, it feels really risky. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. Maybe I can do this and not get lost, but can I do it without taking damage from freezing? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. We're going to find out one way or the other. Getting to the grave location is fairly straightforward. Getting back out is a little bit less straightforward, and having no visibility, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. I'm more or less committed at this point. Gone this far. And there may be good locations for fire, like maybe I can make a fire right back here or something. I still have an extra tea, though. There's going to be like a tree we walk across down here. And then another one. Hushed River Valley is the zone I'm the least familiar with. I know the entry section a little bit, this part we're in, close to the connector to Mountain Town. But I'm not nearly as familiar about this zone as I am some others. So I don't know, like, little ins and outs, little details, good places to make a fire, for instance, that are protected from the wind. Oh man, I'm already getting close to freezing. Alright. I need to find a place for a fire. This will help a little bit, but not a ton. Yeah, I think I want to cross. Okay, so we're on this shelf, and we're about to drop down on the other side, at which point we'll be a little bit isolated. What is that, ammunition? Just a hidden cache? I don't want those. Alright. Boots in a box. Once we go down here, I can't get back the other direction, but I'm sort of committed at this point. So we need to find a space for a fire. Maybe over by where the grave is. We're not that far from the grave. I think I'm walking... I think I'm running in the right direction. I think it's like right here. Maybe I can make a fire right here. It's right... There's the grave. With the way the wind is blowing... Oh gosh. Too windy. Not protected. Alright, let's click the grave real quick. We were so cute. What if I'm right here? Too windy. Okay. So we can't go back the way we just went. I don't think I want to go down there. It's a little hard to see, but we need to find a spot for a fire. I'm about to be freezing. Oh, great. This is not protected. Let's look up here. With the way the fire is or the wind is blowing. Can I do it on this slope? Is it too steep? Slope to steep. Great. Alright, now we want the accelerant. This is what I saved it for. This scenario. And then I'm going to put 3 or just do 4 pieces of coal on there because it's extra cold right now. And bam. Okay, we're back into the positives. Throw that away. And this is why I made teas in advance as well, because now we just need to heat them up instead of cook them. And you know what? Let's pump on the heat juice. We need more heat juice, or maybe it's I guess it was already close to maxed. Whew. We're gonna warm these up. This is tense. This is intense, but we don't have any tents. We're outside. That rope, I kind of know where we are, even though I've got no visibility. What we basically have to do is run around the edge of this area and circle back up around to where we came from. We're gonna need at least 1 extra fire, if I hope to not die. We lost a few percentage points there, but not a ton. I'm a little bit moist. Not in a good way. Plus I'm getting tired from all the sprinting. So, things are going well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drink it. Gimme. How fast is that? Is it gonna boost? Yeah, that boosted my warmth. Alright, good. Alright, give me that. Pick that back up. We can't use a torch. I can use my lantern, though, for a slight amount of extra warmth. Here we go. Follow the edge of the wall. We should eventually hit, yes, some ice. There is a bunch of cattails here, but I'm definitely not going to take the time to pick them up now. We need to kind of circle around. Oh, look at that spot. Oh, that's a bear cave. That's a bear cave. All right, let's not stop there. I don't think I can walk up that way. There's cattails here. We're not picking them up as much as I would want to. Eventually, we follow this around. We should come upon a frozen lake, or like really a pond, not a very large lake. Do I want to go up here? Will this help me circle around? Oh, this might. Let me drink that other tea before it gets cold. Yeah, I might be able to find a spot for another fire. Oh, we're back up here. Oh, I know where we are. Okay, good. This is the way we came. I'm going to sprint across this frozen tree. I didn't know I could walk back up that way. Okay, this will be more straightforward than I thought. We're not that far from the cave now. I didn't know I could get back up that way. You see, that would have been helpful. That's why map knowledge is so important in this game. When you get caught out in the open in a blizzard like this, Knowing those little ins and outs can be very important. And that's something I just discovered in the moment. This is not the way I intended to go back up here. I thought we'd have to take a longer, more circuitous route. We should be real close to the connector cave again then, I think. Right up here. I did click that grave, right? Yeah, check mark. Many Falls Vista, Hushed River Valley. We nailed it. 2 out of 5. I still have that spare stim as well. Where's the cave? Am I going the direction? I think that... Oh, that's up there. Yeah, we are going the right way. I would like to get to that cave without making another fire, because it's so hard to find fire locations with the wind. And I think we'll probably end this video once I get into that cave. I was going to end it at the second grave, but things were a little bit dicey there. I wanted to get to a safe location to close out the video. Here's the connector cave. Okay, we did it. Hooray. Aside from starting out and not having any gear, this has probably been the hardest section, because there's nothing in that zone man-made, and I don't really know the area very well. Whew. I'm a little bit wet and cold, but we've made it back to the cave. This has been part 2 of our As the Dead Sleep, the Long Dark Challenge. We've got 2 out of 5 graves. We'll resume with episode number 3 next time, where we head for the ravine? Ravine. We're going to the ravine to get a flare gun, an extra stim, and another grave. See you next time. Bye-bye.